Good morning, all of you.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
So, today we are going to discuss about types of data transmission. Okay, so transmission means moving the data between the two places, that is from the transmitter to receiver. Okay, data transmission. What is the types of data transmission? Basically, the data transmission, which is classified into two types, such as parallel data transmission as well as serial data transmission. Okay? Parallel data transmission system as well as serial data transmission system. See, this parallel data, audible? All of you audible? Audible.
Audible, sir. Audible, sir. Audible, sir.
Sir.
This parallel data transmission system, which is used to transmit the data for short distance only, for short distance. Okay, whereas the serial data transmission system, which is used to transmit the data for long distance. Okay, so in the parallel data transmission system, the maintenance is high cost, whereas the serial data transmission system, the maintenance cost is less, because in the parallel data transmission system, it requires more number of transmission lines between the transmitter to receiver or from one location to another location, because here more number of transmission line means that is depends upon the number of bits, that is depends upon the number of bits in the input data. For example, we have the input data is 1010, so 4 bits we have, so that 4 transmission lines required between the two stations in the parallel data transmission system. But whereas in the case of the serial data transmission system, only one transmission line is used. Okay, so that in the serial data transmission system, the cost is less. The cost is less, whereas in the case of the parallel data transmission system, the cost is high because of the maintenance of the transmission lines is high here. Okay. Okay. So this is the parallel and serial data transmission systems. Okay. See, coming to parallel data transmission system. Okay. Coming to parallel data transmission system. This is transmitter. This is receiver. Okay. So first we need to take what is the input data transmit from the sender to receiver. Sender to receiver. So this is the given input data 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. So that how many number of bits we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bits we have. So that depends upon the number of bits, we need to take such a number of transmission lines between the sender to receiver. So that these are the 8 bits we have. So that consider 8 transmission lines. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So we need 8 number of transmission lines. So here we require 8 number of transmission lines. So each and every bit it is have its own transmission line. So 0 is have its own transmission line, 1 is have its own transmission line, 1 is have other transmission line, and so on and so on. So that each and every bit, all the bits, each and every bit we have its own transmission line, so that all the bits transmitted simultaneously. from the sender to receiver, that is at a time, that is at a time. Okay, so in the parallel data transmission system, all the bits transmits simultaneously during a single clock pulse, during a single clock pulse. Okay, so whenever the all the bits which are transmits from the sender to receiver simultaneously during a single clock pulse, then such type of transmission line can be called as parallel by bit transmission system. Parallel by bit transmission system. Okay. So, our parallel by bit transmission or serial by character. Serial by character. Okay. So, the transmission of the data from the sender to receiver, which is depends upon the number of bits which are available here. The number of bits are available here. So that here 8 bits we have. So that 8 transmission lines we are considered. So that all the bits transmitted at a time during the single clock pulse. Okay, such type of transmission system which will be called as parallel by bit or a serial by character. So that the parallel data transmission system can also be called as parallel data transmission system can also be called as parallel by bit or a serial by character. Serial by character. Okay, that is a parallel data transmission system. Okay, the next one is represented as, that is serial data transmission system. The next one is represented as a serial data transmission system. Okay, so in the serial data transmission system, the data which is need to transmit the information from transmitter to receiver. Okay, so that here how many number of transmission lines we have? Only one transmission line. Okay, so in the serial data transmission system, the data which is transmits, the data is transmits in series of bits, but the data transmission is alternate here. Only one bit at a time. Only one bit at a time. Not all the bits transmits simultaneously because only one transmission line is there. Okay, so that in the serial data transmission system, the data transmission which is possible only alternate transmission, not a simultaneous. Okay, so this transmission system which is possible alternatively, it's different time clock buses. Okay, because whenever the data which is transmitted simultaneously, then only it is possible. Then only it is possible to transmit at a time. To transmit at a time. But here it is have only one transmission line. It is not possible to transmit at a time. It is possible only one after another. So such type of transmission system we are call it as, that is represented as alternate transmission with its own time clock pulse. Its own time clock pulse. So serial data transmission system can also be called as serial by bits or parallel by character. Okay, previously what I am telling, parallel by bits or serial by character. But here we are considered as serial by bits or a serial parallel by character. Parallel by character. Okay, that is represented as serial data transmission system. Okay, see here we have one more example for the parallel and serial data transmission system. Here, this is first one considered as parallel data transmission system. First one we are considering as a parallel data transmission system. Here we are considering as 1 0 1 1 0. This is the given input data. Okay. So this is the first bit, second bit, third bit, fourth bit, fifth bit. So that will be represented as A0, A1, A2, A3, and A4. So this A0 is considering as LSB bit. A4 will be considered as MSB bit. A0 will be treated as a LSB. A4 will be treated as a MSB bit. Okay. Now we need to transmit this 0 1 1 0 1 from circuit A to circuit B. It will be transmit the data from circuit A to circuit B. Okay. So that here depends upon the number of bits. We need to consider the number of transmission line between circuit A to circuit B. Between circuit A to circuit B. Okay. So that we have 5 bits we have. So that 5 transmission lines we are considered here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 transmission lines. Okay. So whenever it will transmits from like this, then like this, it will be treated as B0, B1, B2, B3, B4. Before transmission, A0 to A4. After transmission, B0 to B4. Here all the bits transmits simultaneously due to availability of each and every bit which is have its own transmission line. Okay, so that all the bits transmits at a time during a single time clock, during a single pulse. Okay, so when all the bits transmit at a time by taking single clock pulse for all the bits, such type of transmission it will be called as parallel by bit or serial by character So such type of transmission it will be called as parallel data transmission system. The next one is serial data transmission system. It also same thing. Circuit A, this is circuit B. Okay, so we need to take the input data. Here it is. Okay, 0 1 1 0 1. 0 represents low, 1 represents high, again 1 represents high, again 0. This is 1. This is T0 for time clock for 0, T1 for time clock for 1, T2 for time clock for 1, T3 for time clock for 0, T4 for time clock for 1. Okay. So this is low value, this is high value, low value, 1 value. Okay. That means what I am telling is here we are not specifying any time for input bit where in the case of parallel data transmission system, but in the case of the serial data transmission system, we are specifying this particular data here T0, T1, T2, T3, and T4. Okay, because due to availability of single transmission line, the single transmission medium between the transmitter to receiver, there is no possibility to transmit the information at a time, so that it will transmit one after another. Such type of transmission will be called as alternate transmission. Such type of transmission will be called as a alternate transmission. Okay, so in the serial data transmission system, all the bits transmitted alternatively during its own time clock pulse from one station to another station, so that the serial data transmission system can be called as serial by bit or parallel by character. Okay, so this is the serial and parallel data transmission system in the data communication. So this parallel data transmission system used for short distance only, because it requires more number of transmission lines, so that the cost is high. But whereas in the case of the serial data transmission system, which is used a single transmission line between the station 1 to station 2, so that due to consideration of a single transmission line, it is used for long distance, so that the due to uses of single transmission line, the cost is less in the serial data transmission system, so that this is parallel is cost high, the serial is less cost. The serial is represented as a less cost. Okay. The next one is data communication circuit arrangements. Okay. Data communication circuit arrangement. Okay. Here in the data communication circuit arrangement. Okay. This data communication circuit arrangement can be described in terms of two things or two parameters. Okay. That is, the first one is circuit configuration. The first one is a circuit configuration. The second one is transmission mode. The first one is circuit configuration. Second one is transmission mode. Okay. See, here in the data communication network can be described in terms of based on the circuit configuration and a transmission mode So data communication network can be generally classified as 2-point data communication circuit, multi-point data communication circuit. Okay, 2-point data communication circuit and a multi-point data communication circuit. So 2-point data communication circuit means the transmission of the data between only the two systems, But whereas in the case of the multi-point data communication system, the data which is transmitted from one system to more than one system. Okay, more number of systems. Okay, so that is a data communication network. Okay, what is 2-point? What is multi-point? Okay, means okay. So in the 2-point data communication circuit means the data communication which is possible from one computer to another computer, like mainframe computer to supercomputer, or superframe computer to main computer, or between the two mainframe computers, or between the two personal computers, or between the two mainframe computers only. But whenever we are considering as a multi-point configuration system, okay, the data which is possible in the multi-point data configuration system means the transmission of data which is possible from mainframe computer to many superframe computers or many personal computers, or one mainframe computer to one supercomputer to more number of superframe computers, okay, or more number of personal computers, or one personal computer to more number of supercomputers, or more number of mainframe computers. Okay, but that is depends upon taking whether the transmission is a 2-point or multi-point. 2 points indicate the data possible between the two computers. Okay, whenever we are considering as the multi-point configuration, the data transmission is possible more than one computer. Okay, that is the data communication circuit configuration. Okay, so coming to the next one is transmission modes. Okay, very well all of you know the transmission modes will be categorized into simplex, half duplex, full duplex, full duplex. Okay, so here the simplex data transmission mode means, okay, the data transmission is possible. Well, who is 481? 481. Who is 481? 481 euro.
Mahendra sir.
He is not responding. 493. 493. Here, the data transmission modes are four types. The first one is simplex, second one is half duplex, third one is full duplex, next one is full duplex. Here, simplex means the data transmission possible only one direction only, either transmit or receive only. It is not possible to communicate from both the sides. Okay, so the data transmission is possible only in one direction in the simplex transmission mode. Okay, so the best example for the simplex transmission mode is radio, television, or any broadcasting station. Any broadcasting station. All of you know. So whatever the program which is telecasted by the broadcasting by the radio or television, whatever it may be, okay, just we listen or watching that. There is no possibility to communicate with our radio or television. If you are not interested in a particular program, just we can change the another channel or another station. That's all. Okay. So there is only one-way direction. Okay. That is called as simplex data transmission mode. That is called as a simplex data transmission mode. Okay. So the simplex data transmission mode, the data transmission is possible only one direction. Okay, that's why the simplex data transmission mode can also be called as transmit only, receive only, transmit only, receive only. Okay, so that is called as simplex data transmission system. Simplex data transmission system. Okay, the best example for simplex data transmission system is that is radio, television, radio and television. The next one is half duplex transmission mode. Okay, the half duplex transmission mode, the data transmission is possible in both the directions. Okay, but not simultaneously. But not simultaneously. Okay, the data transmission is possible in both the directions. Okay, but not simultaneously, one after another. Okay, so the best example for half duplex transmission mode is walkie-talkie. Walkie-talkie. Okay, so by using the walkie-talkie between the persons, they are not communicating at a time. Okay, so for example, are we using between you and me as a walkie-talkie? You are one walkie-talkie, you got one walkie-talkie, and myself I got one walkie-talkie. Okay, so how it will operate means there is a one button is there in the walkie-talkie. That button name which is called as push to talk button. Whenever I'm pushing that, it will take my voice. Okay, so you're listening only my words. Okay, so when after completion of the my words from using my voice talk, then you receive only. Okay, then after completion from my side, then you push a push to talk button, then the same information is received by me. Okay, so that there is no possibility at a time by using the walkie-talkie. Okay, so such type of transmission mode, which is called as half duplex transmission mode, that is called as a half duplex transmission mode. Okay, so in the half duplex transmission mode, the data transmission is possible in both the directions, but not simultaneously. Okay, there is one person completed his message, then the other person starts, then the first person listen only. Okay, so the best example for half duplex transmission mode, which is represented as the walkie-talkie only. The next one is full duplex transmission mode. The next one is represented as a full duplex. In the full duplex transmission mode, the data transmission is possible in both the directions simultaneously. Okay, The best example for full duplex transmission mode is, tell me what is the best example for this? What is the best example? What is the best example for this? Tell me.
Mobile, sir.
Very good. Our mobile system is best example for full duplex transmission mode. Okay. By using our mobile system, there is a possible to communicate simultaneously. Okay. So that in a mobile system, uses of the transmission mode is full duplex. So that the full duplex transmission mode is, by using the full duplex transmission mode, the data transmission possible in both the directions simultaneously, that is at a time. Okay. So best example for full duplex transmission mode is, that is represented as our mobile system. Our mobile system. The next one is full duplex transmission mode. Okay. Here the full duplex transmission mode is, the data transmission is possible in both the directions, but not between the same two stations. But not between the same two stations. How much? For example, I am the one station, you are the second station. Okay. So the you are receiving my words. I am transmitting, you are receiving. Whenever I am transmitting to you, at the same time myself receive the another information from the some another person from the third station. Okay. So what I am telling is, the transmission and receiving for me done at the same time. At the same time. Okay. So here the full duplex transmission mode is, the data transmission is possible in both the directions, but not at the between the same two stations. Okay. So what I am transmitting the information, okay, at the same time receiving from the other station. Okay. So such type of transmission, it will be called as US postal system. The type of transmission system, it will be called as a US postal system. Okay. So that is full duplex transmission mode. That is full duplex transmission mode. Okay. So the example for simplex is radio or television, half duplex is walkie-talkie, full duplex is mobile system, full duplex is US postal system. Okay. So the data transmission modes in communication system is 4 ways, such as simplex, half duplex, full duplex, and full duplex. Okay. In simplex means the data transmission is possible in only one direction. That is either transmit only or receive only. Such type of data transmission is a simplex data transmission system. That is a simplex data transmission system. Okay. So the simplex data transmission system, simplex data transmission system, which is called as, which is example is radio or television. In the half duplex transmission mode, the data transmission is possible in both the directions, but not at the same time. Such type of transmission system, it will be called as half duplex transmission system. The best example for half duplex transmission system is represented as, that is walkie-talkie. That is a walkie-talkie. Then full duplex transmission system. In the full duplex transmission system, the data transmission is possible in both the directions at a time, that is simultaneously. Okay. So that is example for full duplex transmission system, which is represented as our mobile system today. Then full duplex transmission system. In the full duplex data transmission system, the data transmission is possible in both the directions, but not between the same two stations. Okay. So example means, whenever I am transmitting information to second person, at the same time I am receiving the information from the third person. Okay. Such type of process, it will be called as, such type of process, it will be called as US postal system. That is called as a US postal system. Okay. So the example for full duplex transmission mode is, that is US postal system, that is data transmission system. Okay. See here, these are the transmission modes. Okay. This is mainframe computer. This is a monitor. This is for simplex transmission mode. This is for simplex transmission mode. This is a direction of data from mainframe computer to monitor. Okay, only one direction. See the arrow mark here. Only one direction is possible. There is no possible to get both the directions. Only one direction. That is either transmit only or receive only. Okay. This is a simplex. Okay. The next one is off duplex. Here we are considering as one station, a workstation. This is another workstation. Okay, this is the direction of data at time 1. This is the direction of data at time 2. At time 2. Okay, so the data transmission is possible in both the directions of duplex, but not same, but not at a time simultaneously. Okay, so after the completion of the data from workstation 1 to workstation 2, then it will use from workstation 2 to workstation 1. Station 1. Okay, this is off duplex data transmission system. Okay, the next one is this is workstation. This is a workstation. This is another workstation. The data transmission is possible in both directions. The difference. So this is both directions. This is single directions, alternate. This is both directions simultaneous. Both directions simultaneous. Okay. So this
ఓ
is
దాంట్లో చల్లబట్టకూడదు అంటమ్మా.
this is simplex, this is half duplex, this is full duplex transmission mode. Okay, here this is possible in radio television systems. This is possible in case of what is that, in case of mobile walkie talkie. It is in case of a particular telephone, our telephone systems, okay. So coming to the next one, the next one is network classifications. In data communication system, the network can be classified as 4 types, such as LANs, WANs, WANs and GANs. LANs stands for local area network. WANs stands for metropolitan area network. WANs stands for wide area network. GANs stands for global area network. Okay, local area network, metropolitan area network, wide area network, global area network. Okay, see here, the LAN means which is used within our home or within the office or within the organization. Okay, by using a LAN, the data communicated between the systems only for few systems. Okay, that's why the name it is called as local area network. It will be called as a local area network. The data transmission which is possible, okay, by using a local LAN which is within the organization, within the home or within the office only. Okay, but whereas in the case of MANs, metropolitan area network, the data transmission is possible within for few meters. Okay, there were a few meters. Okay, so by using the metropolitan area network, the data transmission possible entire city only. Okay, that is entire city. Okay, that is by using this, the data transmission is possible within the city. Okay, okay, there is a possible for the entire transmission of the data. Okay, few kilometers here for few meters. Here it is transmit the data by using few kilometers. Okay, so this is a metropolitan area network. The next one is wide area network. Okay, wide area network means the data which is transmitted from one state to another state, up to 100 kilometers, up to 1000 kilometers. From 100 to 1000 kilometers, there is a possible to communicate the information in the wide area network. Okay, coming to global area network, the entire system this entire global area network, the data possible for entire globe between the countries, not only the states, between the